Japanese engineers have created a 3.5-ton robot suit that will assist in emergencies and space exploration. The development was undertaken by the Tokyo startup Tsubame Industries, with a price tag of $3 million for the four-wheeled Arcax. For this price, the robot stands at 4.5 meters tall and is packed with various equipment. It has monitors in the cockpit that receive images from cameras on the outside, and the pilot can maneuver using joysticks while inside. Arcax has two speed modes: a vertical robot mode and a vehicle mode with which it can move at speeds of up to 10 kilometers per hour. Essentially, it's a real-life transformer. Tsubame Industries is one of several startups working on robotic exoskeletons, and their new Arcax is expected to be a versatile aid in fires, disasters, and space exploration to investigate extraterrestrial territories. Adobe has unveiled its new creation, a monitor dress that changes color and pattern at the press of a button. This is made possible by a special fabric with multiple layers. Pressing the button allows you to switch between 5 new designs, change the color, make the dress a solid color, or add a pattern. The technology is called Project Primrose. Unlike other similar inventions, the monitor dress has a textured shape and can alter colors and patterns across its entire front surface. Currently, the chameleon fabric is limited to shades of silver, but if needed, it can also serve as camouflage, opening up entirely different applications. Chinese brand BYD held an unusual presentation of the U9 electric car, which is set to become the most powerful and fastest environmentally friendly car in the world. The U9 is equipped with 4 electric motors with a total power of 1,100 horsepower, allowing it to accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2 seconds. During the presentation, the car tilted in different directions, jumped, and even moved on 3 wheels. According to the manufacturer, the electric car can continue to drive even if one of the wheels is completely deflated or detached. All of this is made possible by the advanced DISUS X suspension, which independently controls the shock absorber of each of the 4 wheels. The car can travel 435 miles on a single charge, which is quite impressive given its power and speed. The full presentation of the supercar will take place at the Shanghai Auto Show early next year. LelyHolding is a system for fully autonomous grass harvesting and cattle feeding without human intervention. It is an autonomous system with a lightweight vehicle that mows the grass, collects it from the field, and transports it to the barn for the cows. The small yet agile 3,400 kilogram machine can mow from early spring to late autumn. Individual wheel drive and steering control systems help prevent slippage and friction during movement. The system is ideal for sensitive soils and conditions with lower impact, as it doesn't damage the grass and can even fertilize it by spreading liquid fertilizers as desired by the farmer. The LelyHolding system has been extensively tested on 13 Dutch farms under various circumstances and has proven to be highly effective. China is testing its first unmanned flying train. Well, it's not actually flying, but it sure looks amazing. The Sky Train is suspended from the ceiling using a monorail that stretches for 10.5 kilometers in length. The train can reach speeds of 60 kilometers per hour and can carry up to 200 passengers at a time. So it's a full-fledged train just in the air. The construction of the monorail took only 7 months. So laying down such sky tracks takes around the same amount of time as laying regular train tracks. However, the advantages are clear: more space for people and vehicles, fewer accidents, and all of this at the same cost as a conventional train. Chinese company LimX Dynamics has released a four-wheeled robot called W1 that easily navigates complex terrains such as curbs, stairs, bridges with railings, grassy and gravel roads. The device is equipped with 4 legs, each of which has a wheel at the end. The wheels can be adjusted to provide additional stability on uneven surfaces, and the robot can easily switch between wheel and leg modes depending on the environmental conditions and the task at hand. W1 is equipped with various sensors and uses advanced AI algorithms, allowing it to have a comprehensive understanding of its surroundings. It can detect obstacles, avoid collisions, and autonomously plan its route. The innovative design and advanced AI capabilities make the robot suitable for a wide range of applications, including search and rescue operations, industrial monitoring, logistics, distribution, research, and education. Austrian industrial designer Christoph Ressar came up with and created a unique invention, the Fontus water bottle, which condenses air into drinking water. What's more, this invention works even in the desert. Under suitable climatic conditions, the device can collect up to 0.13 gallons of liquid per hour. The gadget attaches to a bicycle frame and employs the basic principle of condensation, where moisture appears on the surface of cooled objects placed in a warm environment. For water condensation in Fontus, a warm airflow generated during the ride is used. It passes through cooled water-repellent plates where condensation forms and then flows into the bottle. The plates are cooled by a special thermostat powered by an integrated solar battery in the device. The cost of such a bottle will be around $100. A startup from Scotland, Myriad Wind Energy Systems, is working on a new generation of innovative wind turbines that are easy to transport and install in remote locations. Thanks to their modular design and 42-foot-long blades, these installations can be loaded onto a regular trailer and transported on public roads without any restrictions. Additionally, with multiple generators on one platform, the system will continue to generate electricity even if one of them malfunctions. In traditional single-rotor designs, the whole turbine shuts down when one part breaks and no energy is produced. Moreover, if more power is needed, the system can be expanded by adding extra turbines, allowing for additional electricity generation. The cost of this innovative turbine is not yet known. However, according to the developers, it will be more affordable than traditional wind turbines due to the lower manufacturing costs of its components. The Robecon bulk material transport system from Doppelmayr Transport Technology is an efficient alternative to quarry dump trucks. This conveyor is designed to transport bulk materials in challenging terrain, where overcoming significant obstacles is necessary, such as bodies of water, structures, deep ravines, roads, and steep slopes with inclines of up to 70 degrees. Additionally, unlike quarry dump trucks, this system does not emit CO2 and does not generate significant noise during operation. The structure consists of several key components: a closed conveyor belt, 2 drums, drive and tension, and 2 supports, which also serve as loading and unloading points. If needed, the system can be extended by adding 1 or more belts and intermediate supports between them. Scientists have found a new effective way to filter wastewater, and it involves water fleas. Yes, don't be surprised. According to co-author of the study, Professor of Mechanical Engineering Carl Dyer, they turn to water fleas, representatives of the Daphnia genus, which aren't actually fleas. This genus comprises about 450 species of tiny crustaceans that filter food by ingesting small particles of detritus, algae, or bacteria. As a result, scientists discovered that these marine water fleas can essentially serve as a bioequivalent to a vacuum cleaner for wastewater purification. During the study, scientists selected 4 species of water fleas that consume some of the most dangerous pollutants. Water fleas can also absorb more than 90% of diclofenac, 59% of the pesticide atrazine, 60% of heavy arsenic, and up to 50% of the industrial chemical PFOS. So these tiny crustaceans can unexpectedly help us with ecology without asking for anything in return. The first droid manufacturing plant is opening its doors. Agility Robotics has announced that preparations for the opening of RoboFab are in full swing. RoboFab is a 6,500 square meter complex designed for the production of the first line of humanoid robots called Digit. Digit is a humanoid robot with 4 limbs that excels at maneuvering and assisting people in warehouses and factories. It handles the movement and sorting of goods with ease, and stairs are no obstacle for it. RoboFab plans to produce 10,000 droids per year, employing a staff of 500 people. Agility Robotics has already surpassed Tesla's initiative by successfully developing production-ready prototypes of their humanoid robots. The first customers can expect deliveries of Digit robots in 2024, with their general availability on the market scheduled for 2025. Lely has developed a unique economic concept, the Vector, a robot feeder. It allows for the continuous feeding of fresh food to cows, making their feeding precise, consistent, and with minimal labor involved. The robot always knows when it's time to feed the animals. It does this by regularly measuring the height of the feed in each section to determine when it needs to be replenished. Furthermore, the device can be programmed with specific ingredients needed to feed a particular group of cows. This positively affects feed efficiency as well as the development and productivity of the animals. The robot's control system also regularly generates reports on the effectiveness and profitability of the feeding strategy, providing insights into the return on investment or the need for dietary adjustments. Take a look at the 20-cent device that can revolutionize healthcare. The Paperfuge is a manually operated centrifuge made from paper, string, and plastic. It can spin biological samples at speeds of up to 125,000 revolutions per minute, enough to separate plasma from a blood sample in just 90 seconds. This invention eliminates the need for expensive and complex centrifuges. It is a crucial step in diagnosing infections like malaria and HIV. But unlike traditional centrifuges, the Paperfuge doesn't require electricity, complex equipment, expensive spare parts, or even a lot of money. This simple device is expected to assist billions of people living without electricity who have the same medical needs as everyone else. Starwind is a highly compact spiral wind turbine for converting wind into useful electrical energy. Its drop-shaped spiral design allows it to capture an increased amount of wind energy, while the housing with blades inside breaks the wind into smaller streams that rotate the shaft and generate electricity. Starwind's small size makes it easy to install on the roof with a regular residential house. A full-sized 5-foot unit will generate 1 kilowatt of electricity, allowing you to recover the cost of the turbine in just 3 to 5 years, depending on the weather conditions. Starwind enhances energy accessibility with minimal expenses and produces no noise or vibration. Its exterior aesthetics can even complement the details of your home, showcasing your commitment to sustainability. In Europe, an unusual self-driving bus is undergoing testing. The Auto Shuttle is a next-generation passenger bus being tested in the UK. Auto Shuttle relies on LiDAR technology as well as cameras and Arrigo's proprietary software to provide a clear, consistent picture of the surrounding world. Since the buses are in the testing phase, they will initially have a human operator who will take control in case of errors. However, Arrigo plans to soon replace human operators with remote supervisors who won't be physically on the bus, but will still be able to take over the control process if anything goes wrong. This way, the company hopes to familiarize passengers with driverless bus usage, while fully autonomous technology is being developed. Just look at this fantastic 1,000 horsepower car of the future. The McMurdy Spearling is a single-seater car that not only looks like the Batmobile, but matches it in performance. Despite its small size, there's room for a driver over 6 feet tall under the gull-wing-style door. As expected for a supercar, it can reach a top speed of up to 321 km per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 300 km per hour in just 9 seconds. These are the kind of figures you'd find in Formula One cars. Since the McMurdy Spearling is an electric car, it can travel 483 kilometers on a single charge. Considering all these cars' characteristics, it's safe to say that it could refine the future of sports cars. Elon Musk's robots just got some major upgrades. Optimus is a humanoid robot manufactured by SpaceX. Until recently, it was just a prototype with limited capabilities. However, a comprehensive neural network came to Optimus's aid. The new model of the robot can now navigate space, sort objects, balance itself, and even strike some kung fu poses. According to Elon Musk's vision, Optimus is intended to replace a significant portion of routine human work. Tesla asserts that the robot's purpose is not to take away people's jobs, but rather to assist in performing the most complex tasks. Tesla anticipates a potential market for Optimus consisting of 10 to 20 billion devices. And in the future, robotics is expected to become the primary source of the company's revenue. An engineer from Ocean Farm Technologies has created a unique offshore aquaculture containment system tethered to the sea. Aquapods are giant free-floating fish farms located deep underwater, offering a solution to the problem of depleting fish populations in the world's oceans. Modern fish farming methods often involve overcrowded, anchored pens with poor water circulation, leading to disease spread and putting immense strain on the surrounding environment. Aquapods change that. This freely floating, untethered underwater habitat for deep-sea ocean fish looks like a massive sphere, providing ample space for fish to live freely. Because aquapods are able to change their location based on ocean currents, this reduces the environmental impact and alleviates overcrowding in pens, as fish can move freely just like in the wild. German scientists from the Max Planck Institute have developed a walking robot called BirdBot, which has limbs resembling bird feet. The design of the robot was inspired by ostrich legs. Due to the unique structure of ostrich legs, these birds hardly get tired during running or standing, even though some individuals weigh more than 220 pounds. In other words, they expend minimal energy on these activities. Using the same principle, a robot was constructed with its foot mechanically linked to other joints through cables and pulleys. In most robot designs, the transition between a resting state and a stride is achieved by a joint motor. A sensor sends a signal to the controller, which turns the motors on and off. Now, the foot takes on this function, handling the springing and striding movements mechanically. As a result, the foot consumes less energy. This kind of design could theoretically be used to create robots weighing several tons that move with minimal energy expenditure. And now, let's move to Vietnam. Local artist, carpenter, and engineer Chiang Vang Dao carved 3 wooden cars for his son. The wooden vehicles are practical and functional. It took 65 days to build a wooden replica of the Lamborghini Sian Roadster, and Chiang worked for 70 days on the Ferrari 250 GTO made of natural wood. In the Netherlands, a system has been developed for detecting and eliminating harmful insects directly in the air. It consists of 2 devices: PATS-C infrared cameras and PATS-X mini drones. The infrared cameras are used to detect and identify all flying insects that appear in the airspace of greenhouses. Using artificial intelligence, the system identifies pests based on their wing beat frequency and size. If the insect is beneficial, it is left undisturbed. However, if it is a harmful pest, the PATS-X drone comes into action. They collide with the parasite, destroying it with their propellers. After successfully completing the mission, the drone returns to base ready for the next flight. PATS-C is already in use at 250 locations in the Netherlands, while PATS-X is undergoing test trials. Back to the future. That's how you can describe the 3-wheeled concept Chevrolet Astro 3 introduced to the public back in 1969. This car looked like a jet plane and was more like a road fighter than a classic means of transportation. It was indeed a fighter because it had a full-fledged jet engine installed. But Astro 3's similarity to a plane didn't end there. Instead of a steering wheel, it had a control lever, and its cabin lifted upward, resembling the canopy of a real fighter. Despite the fact that not many people remember Astro 3, it was perhaps the coolest concept of the late 60s. Sear Grills has introduced its latest innovation called Perfecta. It is the world's first AI-powered grill for cooking the perfect steak. According to the developers, this device can cook a juicy, perfectly seared piece of meat in just 90 seconds, which is 100 times faster than traditional counterparts. Moreover, a high-speed grilling requires 50% less energy compared to cooking on a traditional grill. The Perfecta design includes dual IR burners that can heat up to 1,652 degrees Fahrenheit. Their operation is controlled by artificial intelligence, which autonomously adjusts the temperature based on the type and weight of the meat. Besides meat, the grill can roast vegetables, make pizza, bake, and prepare other dishes. In total, there are about 50 cooking options available. Belgian startup Elia has introduced the Princess Elizabeth Island project, aiming to create the world's first artificial island for electricity generation. The project has already received approval from environmentalists and all the necessary permits for its implementation. The design involves an artificial rectangular island that will connect offshore wind turbines to the Belgian mainland. Its primary purpose is to collect electricity from all the nearby sea wind turbines, convert it into high-voltage power, and transmit it to the mainland using a complex system of cables. Additionally, this island is expected to be part of a larger project, a 3.5 gigawatt offshore wind power station planned for the near future. Construction of Princess Elizabeth Island is estimated to take around 2 years, and full integration into the power grid is planned for 2030. The participants of the Open Worm project managed to recreate the functioning of a simple worm's brain in a digital model and place it in a LEGO Mindstorm EV3 robot. Every component of the machine has its equivalent in the real organism. For example, the robot's sonar replaced the worm's nose, and the servos act as the motor neurons in different parts of its body. Surprisingly, the robot was able to move on its own without any additional instructions. Moreover, the robot's behavior in certain situations is similar to that of a real worm. For instance, activating the sonar makes the device move forward, while touching the front or rear sensor causes the robot to move forward or backward. Incredible, isn't it? Teledyne Technologies has unveiled the 4th generation of their nano drones, the Black Hornet 4. This UAV weighs only 0.15 pounds but can comfortably handle wind speeds of up to 28 miles per hour. The drone can stay in the air for up to 30 minutes and has a flight range of over 1.25 miles. It takes less than 20 seconds for the drone to be prepared for flight. Among other features, the new model boasts a 12-megapixel camera with daytime, nighttime, and thermal data transmission channels, as well as the ability to perform tasks even without a GPS signal. The Black Hornet series has gained widespread use, with tens of thousands already deployed in over 40 armies around the world. Sage Geosystems has developed a new form of cost-effective energy storage. The method is called Huff and Puff and was borrowed from the oil industry. It involves using the Earth as an energy storage system. To do this, water is injected into fractures in the Earth's crust under high pressure and locked in place with a special valve. When energy needs to be extracted, the valve is opened and the water, due to the pressure created by the Earth's crust, comes to the surface, rotating a turbine in the process. To power the pumps, which also serve as a turbine during the reverse flow of water, excess electrical energy from renewable sources is used, which is collected during daylight hours. At the moment, testing for this kind of installation is already underway in Texas. According to the developers, the maximum power of such a hydroelectric power station can reach 3 megawatts. The LelySphere manure cleaning system separates feces and urine, turning them into 3 types of fertilizers, thus reducing ammonia losses and making nitrogen more accessible. LelySphere is a comprehensive system that creates fertilizers. First, the floor inside the farm is replaced with a slatted system with openings for liquid waste to drain through. Then, a collecting robot gathers solid waste and stores it in a separate container. Outside the farm, a ventilation system is installed, and thanks to negative pressure inside, it extracts gases that occur under the barn floor. As a result, gases are transformed into ammonia, which later converts into liquid nitrogen, a valuable fertilizer for fields. Solid manure and liquid waste are also separated and converted into 3 mineral streams: phosphate, organic nitrogen, and potassium. In conclusion, by installing just one LelySphere system, a farmer obtains 3 types of fertilizers, along with building ventilation and waste reduction. The 4-seat eVTOL unmanned aircraft has completed its first flight. VoloConnect is the only electric vertical takeoff and landing eVTOL aircraft in the Western Hemisphere. It can accommodate up to 4 people and offers a flight range of up to 100 kilometers. As for speed, it can reach up to 250 kilometers per hour with no emissions during operation. VoloConnect is equipped with 6 rotors for vertical takeoff and landing, along with 2 electric fans that worked with fixed wings, providing lift for horizontal flight. It can transport 4 passengers and is expected to become a reliable mode of transportation for passenger travel or personal air journeys. A recent test flight lasting nearly 3 minutes demonstrated that the system functions effectively, and developers only need to fine-tune the details to perfection. It is planned to be operational by 2026. Researchers from the University of Colorado have developed lifelike rescue robots that mimic the movements of living creatures. They have created 3 morphing robots that can change their bodies and legs as needed in order to crawl, climb, or swim better through challenging terrain. The embedded morphing mechanism uses lightweight artificial muscles similar to those of humans, which contract when electricity is applied. By integrating these artificial muscles into the robot's backbone or skin, scientists can achieve various types and shapes of robots. This approach allows the robot to be trained to swim like a sea lion or crawl on buildings like a gecko, making morphing robots useful for a wide range of rescue operations. AFDK-70 LFK-216 Balski. Modern car transporters are also striking in their capabilities. Fancy AFDK-70 LFK-216 Balski, the brainchild of Mitifind, is another proof to that. This autotransporter was built by special order and stuffed with technologies to the eyeballs. A double convertible trailer ensures flow through loading, while sliding side doors simplify access to valuable cargo. Many functions, including connecting a trailer, are controlled using a remote control. For convenient delivery of transported cars when unfolded, it is possible to adjust the level of inclination to the rear platform. Due to the high level of automation, a single tractor driver is enough to manage the loading. AFDK-70 LFK-216 Balski is normally used for the premium vehicles transportation. CV320 VLT. Offshore platform construction is one of the toughest challenges in the construction industry. In most cases, they are erected on huge piles driven into the seabed. The installation of such supports is carried out by narrow-profile units. One of the most sophisticated tools of this kind is the CV320 VLT tandem vibrating hammer. The key feature of this device is its versatile design, which combines a crane and a vibration machine itself. As a result, this tool significantly speeds up the process of driving piles into the seabed. An operator grabs a steel pipe and then plunges it into the ocean. The CV320 VLT turns the piles with phenomenal precision, allowing to set it to the desired point using a remote control. Further, the vibrating hammer joins, which gives an eccentric moment of 640 kg per meter and a centrifugal force equal to 13,706 kilonewtons. The unit works with a diameter of piles between 114 and 200 inches. It was this vibrating hammer that was used to support the 30-turbine Rifgat offshore wind farm with a total capacity of 108 megawatts. Byrna HD. Disputes about free use of firearms are getting hotter every year. Often, man's self-defense turns into a real tragedy. The creators of Byrna HD, a non-lethal personal safety device, volunteered to solve this problem. In fact, it features a modern air gun shooting with 68 caliber shells. They are similar in diameter to paintballs, but instead of paint, they contain a special chemical irritant. Upon contact with the aggressor, it instantly neutralizes the offender, causing an acute attack of coughing, tears, and disorientation in space. The company produces 3 types of ammunition for the Byrna HD gun. Simple kinetic balls made of hard plastic are used for training. Special pepper shells are designed for effective self-defense, while Byrna Max is a mixture of pepper and tear gas that is designed to shock and incapacitate an attacker. Ropa Mouse 5. Harvesting is not easy, especially if it is a commercial one. For such purposes, suitable special equipment is required, and the Ropa Mouse 5B Transformer Harvester fully meets these requirements. When designing it, engineers were guided by 2 main factors: fast delivery of the machine to the working area and high productivity. Moving on public roads, the combine uses the stowed mode. In this position, its dimensions are below 118 inches in width and 590 inches in length. However, once this machine gets to the field, it dramatically transforms into a beet harvesting giant. Like huge insect chews, 18 rollers extend on the sides, capturing the crop and instantly clearing it. The Mouse 5 cabin can be extended forward up to 197 inches, providing for a better vision to an operator. The harvester applies a control concept focused on maximum automation of work processes. Lifesaver. Any traveler appreciates benefits of a high-quality multi-tool. What if a gadget replaces a regular hand tool? That's exactly the assistant developed by the owners of the Lifesaver startup. It features a compact device with 11 useful and at times irreplaceable functions, such as an ultraviolet water disinfectant, a siren and strobe to scare off wild animals, an SOS beacon, and even a cell phone charger. All that is provided by a gadget the size of an ordinary flashlight. Some of the more interesting features include a flint fire, a dynamo for manual charging of the built-in power bank, and a panic button. Some modules are removable and connect to the device via a USB port. It is also used to connect to a phone or to standard charge the Lifesaver battery with a capacity of 2200 milliamps. Villager. Streets cleanliness is relevant for many places around the world. Various containers and special bins are used to collect waste. However, their look often leaves much to be desired. Besides, they get filled up with waste very quickly. To solve the issue and to keep these containers neat, Villager has developed a mobile waste bin cleaning system. It is compatible with most of the used waste containers, both floor-standing and underground ones. The unit has got a set of flexible tools including a hydraulic gripper, a washing brush system, and high-pressure pumps for internal tank cleansing. The set also includes various attachments for quick cleaning of containers. At the rear of the unit, there is a waste compartment with a capacity of 460 cubic feet, while the vacuum pump of the mobile system can deliver a flow of 7,000 liters per minute. Cigarette Tirana 59 AMG Edition. What makes a sports boat unique? For example, the only instance in the world created in collaboration with two well-known sports brands, Cigarette Racing and Mercedes-AMG. Plus 6 monstrous 4.6-liter V8 Mercury Racing 450R engines, delivering a total of 2,700 horsepower. And all of that is combined in the vessel with the loud name Cigarette Tirana 59 AMG Edition, which is a cross between a racing boat and a luxury yacht. This vehicle is 59 feet long and has got a galley, a bedroom with a double bed, a bathroom, and several seating areas on board. Special attention should be paid to the 29 speakers acoustic system, with a total power of 5.2 kilowatts. The hull of the charged Tirana is made of carbon fiber, which significantly reduced the weight of the vessel. The maximum speed is 70 knots, which equals 80 miles per hour. Overassen Z-Plug Heavy Duty. Snow plowing has never been considered an easy task, as in this area, special equipment is rarely highly accurate and flexible. This is why Overassen has created a Z-shaped telescopic plow that has the potential to transform this process. A hydraulic drive system ensures high mobility of all structural elements. An operator can change the position of the side frames while driving. This allows to delicately clean the streets of snow, adjusting to the surroundings on the go. For example, cleaning snow-covered parking lots, narrow streets, or large open spaces. The Z-Plug Heavy Duty has been designed with a long service life and minimal maintenance in mind. Additional options include a double pull-out frame and a float function. With its help, the plow literally slides over the surface without harming the road surface. Swamp Shark. Imagine an all-terrain boat that literally gnaws its way through marshland and algae-laden water. This is what a water vehicle called Swamp Shark does. The main feature of this model is its power unit and a unique design of the propeller. Existing boats used in shallow water and swampy areas need a constant supply of clean water for stable movement. However, Swamp Shark grinds everything like a true predator. The propeller design and protective cover truly resemble a shark's fin and are highly reliable. The manufacturer created this vessel first of all, focusing on law enforcement and the military. However, civilians can also buy this all-terrain boat too. Swamp Shark offers two engines to choose from, 270 and 365 horsepower respectively. However, you should not count on any options to improve comfort. Mercedes-Benz has created an electric truck with incredible range. The electric truck Mercedes-Benz e-Actros 600 successfully demonstrated its long-distance transportation capabilities by covering over 1,000 kilometers through the Alps with just one charging stop. Loaded with a 40-ton cargo, it traveled 530 kilometers from Stuttgart, Germany to Bolzano, Italy, where it recharged before heading back. Mercedes-Benz credits this success to a combination of efficient propulsion, high-performance energy recovery systems, and a large battery capacity. The eActros 600 is equipped with 3 lithium iron phosphate battery packs and 2 electric motors, with a total power of 400 kilowatts. Moreover, it can recharge up to 80% in less than 30 minutes. The electric truck is scheduled to be unveiled officially on October 10th, with production slated for 2024. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. On a final note, we'd like to mention that these are just a few of the inventions we hope to spotlight, so stay with us, and you'll always be up to date with the latest technological developments.